All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now a handoff looking right. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
the kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And they'll run it here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
first down. Kaiser. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Marshall now, the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. And I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Going deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage as that looks to be Kaiser who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll go on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Richmond.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Touchdown, Falcons! As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Two jet!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Richmond.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back to throw, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And here now come the Falcons. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throw right side caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Houston, it's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They'll set up a throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he stopped immediately there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger! 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 Richmond! Richmond! Tiger! Tiger! Tiger!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Watson now to throw, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Come back, come back.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Going for it all. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Richmond.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watching that, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Target. Come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11.
you